Hola amigos de...
Cristian Nada, Mundo Entretenimiento Total, El Fan de Atlantis, Ultra Argentina, Mega Visión Mundial, Swap de Dolphin.
En esta lista les traemos los 10 mejores juegos de Gran Estrategia. Son juegos de estrategia mucho más complejos que le dan al jugador la posibilidad de tomar decisiones mucho más detalladas respecto de su civilización o su ejército. Por ende, si les llega a gustar este tipo de géneros dentro de la estrategia, van a tener diversión asegurada por cientos de horas, ya que ninguna partida va a ser igual a la otra. Sin más, vamos a empezar con...
Puesto número 10.
Puesto número 9.
Peggy 16.
We who are seen as gods have the farthest to fall. For have we not built the impossible? And for what? To share my bed with a Roman. Our alliance was born of necessity, not love. To rule as Isis, I would suckle the wolf.
They must be
But no matter how much I fed the beast, it could not be sated. I betrayed my lover, brought ruin on my brother, murdered my sister. Any mother would have done the same. And still they will hunt you down, my son. The last of the Pharaoh.
Puesto número 8.
Peggy 16.
Sega.
Puesto número 7.
クエストヌメロ6
Puesto número 5.
Puesto número 4.
Millennia ago, a great vortex was forged to protect the world from a terrible threat. Now this vortex falters, and all stands at the brink of ruin. From all sides, powerful forces gather to harness its energies for their own purposes. The noble High Elves, proud defenders of Oswan. From the jungles of Lustria come the cold-blooded lizard men. The Skaven stir in vast subterranean lairs. And the sadistic dark elf hordes spew forth from Nagaroth. The race is on, and the fate of the world will lie in the hands of the victor.
Puesto número 3.
A moment comes which comes but rarely in history. When we step out from the old to the new. When an age ends, and when the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds utterance.
Build courage when courage seems to fail. Regain faith when there seems to be little cause for faith. Create hope when hope becomes forlorn.
I never learned how to tune a harp or play upon a lute, but I know how to raise a small and obscure city to glory and greatness, whereto all kindred of the earth will pilgrim.
The great questions of the day will not be settled by means of speeches and majority decisions, but by iron and blood.
I have witnessed the tremendous energy of the masses. On this foundation, it is possible to accomplish any task whatsoever.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
Puesto número 2.
Your brother was lost thanks to the deceit and treachery of your enemies. Now, the weight of your bloodline lies on your shoulders. Be thankful to your enemies, for they teach you the ways to power. You must learn the ways of commerce and combat, but never fight with swords when a dagger will do. Keep your enemies close. The first step in avoiding the trap is knowing it is there. Real strategy requires cunning. Remember that, and your dynasty will rule this land through the ages.
Puesto número 1, Teletubby.
Three winters ago, Soviet forces conquered the German capital of Berlin. Now, with Hitler in exile, the Soviets' puppet regime rules from the Kronper. With the Soviet focus on the West, Japan has been free to continue their aggressive expansion, threatening our allies in the region. On the home front, men and women are working around the clock, producing guns, tanks, and supplies to aid the remaining free nations of Europe, while building our own forces to counter the ever-rising threat of war. Should the communists dominate Europe and Africa, and the Japanese in Asia and the Pacific, then the claws of tyranny will soon grasp for the light of American democracy. Our attempts to avoid war have proven futile. As the enemy continues to enslave the nations of the world, capturing more natural resources critical to the advancement of mankind, we must take action. The time for conflict is upon us. How long can the U.S. hope to avoid the cost of war on its shores?
Bueno, espero que les haya gustado el videito. Los invito a que se suscriban, los que no estén, a compartir el video con sus amigos pulgosos y a activar la campanita para que esta comunidad siga creciendo como lo está haciendo. Les agradecemos. Saludos.